Care what abdominal exercise you do, have isolated locks you on target for ultimate results.
So you're really a 90s fan?
That's right.
Okay, John Popper, here's some more stuff for you. It's I Love the 90s, Part 2. And this is 1994. Again.
We mean no harm to your planet.
The flicks.
Are you flirting with me?
The fashions. The trend.
Come on!
The TV. The two. A totally tight year that gave us even more burning questions. What the was natural-born killers about anyway?
It's a movie on so many levels, man. You know?
Did Adam Duritz buy his dreads at a Bob Marley festival?
I don't know if they were his or if they belonged to some other woman.
And what happens when the Wonder Bra comes off and you're left with less than a handful?
Sorry.
Wait a minute. You were like a prepubescent boy.
The answers to those questions, plus the sophisticated drama of Models, Inc.
Bitch, those are my clothes. Slap.
And the reward for touching a really old guy's pee-pee.
He's like, I love you wherever you are. 100, 200.
Because you still love the 90s.
Words do not express how happy I am.
Because you still lock up your Geo with the club. Admit it.
You're fired.
This is 1994, Part 2.
Shaving a haircut, 2 bits.
90s back. All right. Break it down. Part 2.
In 1994, we were introduced to the Wonder Bra, and it was for smaller bust women and makes him a little more ample.
The Wonder Bra is so named because I wonder if her are really that nice.
I ran out and got one.
I'm not wearing a Wonder Bra. I'm wearing one right now. No, I'm so naturally built like this.
I think it's great. It's amazing. They really work.
I remember the Wonder Bra was a tremendous success. The Wonder Panties, which makes your vagina look bigger, was just a commercial failure.
Ooh. The engineering is just totally different.
It has a specially angled wire.
Gave every woman who wore it just 9 inches of cleavage. They're just peeking their head over this giant pair of breasts.
How would you like someone like this?
Yeah, it's got a Wonder Bra.
And then pushing you like up and...
We mean no harm to your planet.
It's pushing you from every direction.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I know it.
Is that comfortable?
I think so. Better than looking 2 cup sizes bigger is the look on a guy's face when you take it off. You're like, you want some of this? Sorry. Wah, wah, wah.
It's a little bit of a crying game scenario. Oh, I didn't sign up for this. Wait a minute. You were like a prepubescent boy.
Oh.
Where's my lawyer? I thought you were at least a B. Was his A and she's crying, I thought you loved me for me. No. No. I was going to you and your clavicle. Hey.
It is so false advertising, but you know what? If you're with me because you want to know how my boobs are, then screw you.
Oh, God.
You're unbelievable.
All that.
When Anna Nicole Smith married J. Howard Marshall, she was 26, he was 89. Everybody wins.
God bless Texas.
They met at this topless bar in Houston. J. Howard Marshall, oil tycoon, worth about $1 billion. Anna Nicole Smith, model, actress, and former waitress at a fried chicken restaurant.
I don't know whether the guy had lost his mind, but clearly he was horny.
Come on, is the sex really gonna be banging, you know what I'm saying?
Wasn't he in a wheelchair with an oxygen? I mean, God bless him, you know, and the whole thing, but whoa.
I just remember that great picture. It really looks like he's been dead for like 6 years. And she's embalmed his corpse and propped him up for this photo.
I've seen pictures of him. Kind of cute little bugger. I mean, he's a corpse. But Tutankhamun was cute also.
That dude was so old. He's Spartan dust, yo.
And I think he lived maybe 9 months after that. And so, of course, she became the rich widow.
You want to have sex with Anna Nicole Smith when your genitals look like they've been melting for about a decade? Great. That'll cost you $1 billion.
It's this big court thing about does she really love him and does she deserve the money?
Yeah, she's like, I love you wherever you are. 100, 200.
I wish I would have stashed away all the money because I'd be okay right now.
These kids are all waiting for the money, and, you know, they haven't worked a day in their life, and they think it's coming to them. I like to see these guys take out the face from a geriatric. Thank you for asking.
I think the son was just jealous.
Yeah, he probably wanted it.
You got to go back to Steinbeck to get the great American dream like this.
The American dream's not to work hard and get what you want in this life. It's to an old guy and get his money. You don't have to him for that long. And really, can you him at all? Can you really?
I love 94.
Then it gets to the end of the hall and goes,
From the crypt.
from the crypt.
Tales from the Crypt was one of the first big HBO series. They would take gruesome comic book stories and put them on TV.
I'm gonna steal your soul, Richard.
Oh, no!
Basically, Tales from the Crypt was sort of like the horror version of The Love Boat. Like a lot of floating celebrity guests come through.
You're fired. Oh, I was in Tales from the Crypt. I was murdered and they dissected me. It was really fun.
I like the little skeleton head.
The Crypt Keeper. Hello, kiddies.
He was out of control. He was just foul. I was like a foul little skeleton head.
People don't know this, but that was Michael Jackson that played him.
Well, in point of fact, this is who Anna Nicole Smith married. This is basically the dude.
Because he was a tiny cat. He was a little dude.
The Crypt Keeper's supposed to be scary, but then all he uses is puns.
Am I ready for Architectural Digest or what?
Like, puns are the most horrifying thing ever.
Life is like a box of chocolates. How about a creepy nougat?
Creamy nougat? Go back in your crypt and think of some more puns, because that one was sweaty.
The guy went and ordered a drink at the bar. He wanted tequila.
Is that supposed to be a joke?
Oh.
That would be Crypty reacting to you, putting him in his place.
Shave and a haircut. 2 bits.
As if.
I like the Cranberries a lot, from Ireland, yeah.
The Cranberries were an interesting band, and I have to be honest, the reason why I found them interesting was because the name Cranberries was weird. Cranberries, happy red, juicy, sweet cranberries. They should have been called, you know, like olives, because that's a little more like robust and subtle.
You know what cranberries are good for? Urinary tract infections. I don't know if that's why they called themselves that or not. I suspect not.
Kind of was a little bit of a fan when they came out. She was sort of cute.
Dolores O'Riordan. There's something about those female Irish singers that just, I'm going to say raises my cockles, but I think you know what I'm saying when I say cockles.
Troubles in Ireland have created a lot of heartache and pain, not the least of which is the 2 cats having sex-like voice of Dolores O'Riordan.
She's a high yodeler. I didn't think it was cool, but I just knew it was kind of different.
Can I imitate it? I need someone to grab hold of my testicles, really, for it to happen properly. Any band that names a song Zombie automatically gets my vote.
With their tanks, and their guns, and their guns, and their bombs.
Hit guns twice.
And their bombs, and more bombs, and further guns. Additionally, there are bombs. In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie.
Pretty angry that she'd punch you if you don't enjoy my song.
And their bombs, do you like my singing?
Yes, I like it. Okay, I won't punch you then.
It just lasted a year or 2, didn't it? What are they doing now? Is it going to be on one of those VH1 shows, like getting the band back together? I'd like to see it.
cranberries, like the cranberry the vegetable, you don't keep it on the table year-round. Thanksgiving, hey, let's have some cranberry. And then day after, you're like, I don't think I want any more cranberries for a little while.
I love 94.
Coming up, other uses for the club.
This is what VH1 does when they're not using me.
Plus the real secret behind the success of the Benedictine monks.
You know what they had on their side? God. God was on their side.
Next on I Love 1994, Part 2. But first, Ben Stein's Pimpus Tracks of 1994.
Yeah, you down with B-E-N? Yeah, you know me. In your face with the Pimpus Tracks of 1994. Keep your head up by Tupac. You left us too soon, bro.
So will the real men get up? I know you're fed up, ladies. But keep your head up.
Unity by the Queen herself, Miss Latifah.
Here we go.
Fantastic Voyage by Coolio. Ride, ride, slippity slide. It's all about the Benjesteins, baby. Now get the out of here.
Got duh. By duh.
When you hear about a crime, don't just get scared. Get prepared.
The club.
One of the greatest inventions of all time. You put it on your steering wheel and burglars can't steal your car.
Auto theft in my community is a problem we know how to control.
I'm Dick Hertz from the Fraternal Order of Police to tell you the club is the #1 preventative, all that sort of
I tell everyone, if you've got a car, get the club.
They got a cop to talk about it, and that was supposed to lend some authority to it. But I think they would have sold more if they'd had Suzanne Summers. She did such a good job with the Thigh Masker. Nobody's stealing my thighs today.
This is what VH1 does when they're not using me. They put the club on me.
I could never figure out how to put the club on properly.
The process was, put the key in, turn the key, pull the damn thing out, right?
It's kind of like just take the car. This club is killing me.
The city of McAllen needed to reduce auto thefts. The city needed the club.
If you first saw the ads for it, you were like, oh, that seems like an economical way to make sure nobody steals my vehicle. But the people that were buying the club were the owners of Datsuns.
It was always someone's crap gremlin, like they've got 57 phone books in the back seat and a bunch of trash. That's my stuff. I don't want anybody to steal my house.
Never park it without the club.
Yeah, if you guys are going to go, I probably should just lock myself up for the night.
News Break.
You are looking at pictures of Singapore. This is where convicted American vandal Michael Fay awaits a skin-splitting beating to his behind with a ratoon cane.
Man, was there the uproar when the kid was gonna get caned.
Michael Fay, a delightful, charming American youth, spray-painted a bunch of cars in Singapore. So his punishment was...
Pull him down, buddy. Here comes the cane.
This is how we do it.
What was the name of that movie?
It was? No, that was for real.
Caning is an excessive penalty. We continue to hope that the Singapore government will reconsider the sentence.
Caning is torture.
People went crazy. You can't do that to an American. Hit him on the ass 4 times with a stick. Send in the Marines!
He shouldn't have done it. And I think he's a spoiled brat.
Come on. Be a man. Who can't take a spanking? There are some business executives on Wall Street that would pay good money to have that caning happen to them.
Should we cane the American? Shouldn't we cane the American? In the end, they caned him, but not that hard.
He didn't want to talk to the press. Like, he was so embarrassed by the whole thing.
I feel great. I feel great.
Thank you.
But I'm not going to talk about anything else.
I don't know where Michael Fay is today, but I bet he's standing up. His ass still hurts.
Oh, snap.
I loved the Benedictine monks of San Domingo, but these guys have been around since the 1800s, so nearly 200 years before they get a single. Talk about keeping the band together.
Whoa, whoa. Benedictine monks? I don't even know what that means. That's a music?
They had a big album. They went to like number 5. Huge, huge. And the irony that it's sex music.
Turn down the lights, candle, monks.
Come on, baby, take off your pants. This is not why we're doing this music.
I was one of the people who bought Chant, and, oh, it was lame.
Oh, that's so good. I'm just gonna rock out to that.
I don't know how you call in to request one of their songs.
Hi, I really like the Benedictine monks in San Domingo, and I really like that one song of theirs that goes, hey, on the...
No, not the one that goes, hey, no, the other one that goes, hey, sounds like a donkey. Yeah, that one.
How did the monks become popular is a question that we've asked for years, over and over again. How did Disco Duck ever hit the charts? How did the Chipmunks ever get an album? How did Menudo ever record a song?
You know what they had on their side? God. God was on their side.
Whatever.
I hereby christen this bunch of Barbie camper Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Aw, man, that was a real hot moment in the 90s. Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
This is the Australian indie hit about drag queens who go into the Aboriginal desert.
Will and Grace on a field trip.
It was just sort of like a gay man's wet dream. Just a lot of fabulous in a very hot, dry place.
Those guys were great. Who knew that they were all straight?
I just know the guy from Superman was in it.
Kneel before Zod!
Terrence Stamp, yes. Scared the hell out of me when I was a little kid. And then seeing him in a dress scared me worse.
Hugo Weaving from the Matrix movies. Yeah, see? He can be nice, feminine, and then scary, scary. That's Hugo.
Guy Pearce is stunning. He had good makeup. You could tell it was probably Mac. What's this?
Guy Pearce wore excrement from one of the lead singers of ABBA around his neck because he idolized that person so much.
What are you telling me? This is an ABBA turd? If I could wear someone's poop around my neck, that's a really great question.
I'd probably wear a combo pack of Michael Ian Black and Hal Sparks.
I'm a big fan of Lincoln, of Abraham Lincoln, so I'd love to have his crap around my neck.
Or I'd have Michael Bolton around my neck.
Every movie that came out of Australia had an ABBA soundtrack. ABBA from Sweden. Get your own. You know, let's have some Australians on the soundtrack.
The costumes, fabulous. And very complicated dance numbers with heels. It was way beyond putting baby in a corner.
I love 94.
Coming up, the joys of buying crap in large quantities.
The first time I saw BJ's Wholesale, I was like, wow. Man, I'm having to pay retail for that.
Plus, he's a loser. So why do you want to have his slacker love child?
You see him dance, and it's fantastic. Beck is the sexy, sexy, sexy man.
Next on I Love 1994, Part 2. But first, a loving tribute to the eternal god of grunge. Come as you are.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Booty Phone. You have selected the slow jams of 1994, also known as the best songs to put on when you're feeling each other up on the couch. Rated R. Please select one of the following options. 4, Bump and Grind, R. Kelly. Press 1 now. 4, I Wanna Be Down, Brandy. Press 2 now. 4, I Swear, All for One. Press 3 now. If you know the name of the slow jam you want to listen to while you're feeling someone up, then put it on and start groping. Once again, thank you for calling Booty Phone.
Gotcha.
I'm too sexy. What if we had a show about a model? Sexy. Yeah, what if we had a show about all models?
I loved Models Inc. If it was an Aaron Spelling vehicle, I was in.
Of course I watched Models Inc. I was a model. That's right.
It was sort of like a soap opera kind of thing with these fine-ass women.
I want you to charm every client you can corner.
Models Inc., one of the great disappointments in TV history. You had Aaron Spelling, you had a Melrose Place spinoff, and you had Models. This didn't work.
If you're going to use me right.
A young pre-Matrix Carrie-Ann Moss, cavorting around in beautiful clothes. She really did have great clothes.
I'll take that as a compliment.
They had Linda Gray. I thought that was bad casting. She was a little past her prime.
Whew. Score one for the new kid.
I mean, it was so moving drama.
You can't tell him he doesn't know.
I remember crying at that one scene. Oh, wait. No, that wasn't Models Inc., wasn't it?
I don't even know if they had dialogue. You're going to a shoot, Cinnamon. Boop, 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 boop. You know, I think it was a lot of that.
You bitch! You bitch so mad!
Bitch, those are my clothes. Slap.
Pound for the camera, pound for the camera. Commercial break.
Because they were probably real models, some of them, the acting was just kind of not so great.
Linda, you gotta get away from that creep now.
The best part of Models Inc. was the final episode, the greatest series finale of all time. A model wakes up in a South American country, looks around, and says,
Where am I? Hell, baby. You're in hooker hell.
You're in hooker hell, baby.
No!
End of series.
I love 94.
In 94, there was a clarion call by everybody in America to buy bulk.
Hi there.
I remember the advent of the big stores. There's Costco, there's Sam's Club, BJ's. First time I saw BJ's wholesale, I was like, wow. Man, I'm having to pay retail for that.
Everyone who shops at a warehouse store says the same thing.
Sometimes when you price it out, it's a little bit cheaper.
Wholesale stores are places where it's set up like a warehouse, where you can buy items in bulk that end up being cheaper than buying the individual sizes.
That's the kind of store that you say, honey, I'm just going to get a couple of things, and it's like you're coming back with a rental truck.
If you're going to go out and spend your hard-earned money, buy the biggest you can if it's going to save you money.
I've done the math, and it is actually cheaper to buy 2,500 rolls of toilet paper if you live to be 337.
I can get an 8-pack of Frosted Flakes. Oh, my goodness.
You can get a bale of socks.
Any store where you have to ask a guy, can you get that bologna for me? And then you hear,
yeah, we got bologna coming in on aisle 5.
guys with semaphores going, it's awesome.
You can do more shopping quicker and not have to do all the little stops.
The funny thing was that there'd be like 50 pounds of meat next to a pair of jeans. The most random aisle in the world, but they had everything.
Like you go in one day, mountain shoes. And then you go in there the next day, and it's replaced with, like, baby bearskin rugs. And you go, well, I know it's the best price, so I better get me this bearskin rug.
Big Pick.
Beck came out with his first song, Loser. You sort of think, oh, it's sort of fun novelty song, haha. No, turns out the guy's a genius.
In the age of chimpanzees, I was a monkey, butane in my veins, and the public with the
plastic eyeballs.
The lyrics are partly in Spanish, so I don't know. It's
Cut it.
Somebody on the door.
Head to toe. So let's dominate.
saying soy, un perdedor, and I speak Spanish. So I knew he was saying I'm a loser.
I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me? Why didn't we kill him?
The video, it's like the strangest student film ever made. Creeps me out to this day, that coffin moving around.
In the videos and stuff, he kind of looks maybe a little scrawny.
Like maybe he was homeless or retarded, maybe.
And then you see him dance, and it's fantastic. Beck is a sexy, sexy, sexy man.
News break.
The long New York nightmare is over this morning. Rangers fans are celebrating their team's first Stanley Cup championship in 54 years.
The waiting is over. The New York Rangers are the Stanley Cup champions.
When the Rangers won the cup, I literally in my pants.
Rangers!
Bring the title back to New York. From the New York streets to the city sports bars, fans of the beloved Rangers finally have what they've always wanted, the Stanley Cup.
The one thing that I remember most about it was Mark Messier with the cup, doing that.
I was a New York Rangers fan ever since I was a kid, and then finally, 94 comes around, and the Rangers tag it. I did laps around Madison Square Garden on my rollerblades till about 4 o'clock in the morning. It was like the city was going completely berserk.
Words do not express how happy I am. Listen to the crowd. Let's go Rangers!
Basically what you heard emanating from the streets of New York was, Rangers! I never really disliked the Rangers until they won the Stanley Cup. And I had to hear, Rangers! Rangers rule! It wasn't a pleasant time to live in New York.
It's funny because the Rangers fans, like, you're so happy for them. They've won the cup. They don't have this thing hanging over them anymore. A year later, they're just as miserable as they were a year before. They totally forgot about the cup, start whining about the team again, so it didn't change anything.
Trippin'.
I'm a fan of Blues Traveler. I'm a Popperhead.
You basically could not be a white suburbanite in the 90s and not have a Blues Traveler phase.
Blues Traveler is what's called the jam band. They play the 3-minute song, but it takes them 45 minutes to play it.
Blues Traveler had a big hit with Run Around.
John, why you want to give me the runaround? Okay? I mean, it's a surefire way to heat things up, and all it does is slow me down.
Do we have to have this discussion again?
Maybe John Popper should have run around a little bit. Could have used a few calories burnt.
See, that sounds rock star to me.
Oh, I eat what I like. I don't shave. Screw you, I'm wearing a hat and I play the mouth organ. Hey, you go, girlfriend.
Popper can play that harp. Like an angel.
Like a killer harmonica solo.
He has them strung across his chest like a bandolero.
Couldn't you just get a little Blues Traveler harmonica shelf to put on stage? Does he have to really carry them around like that? It's kind of creepy.
Chan goes, Popper, we're going to play this one in D flat. You got a harp? Right here. We're going in A. You got a harp? That's why he had to be so big. He needed the space on his body to place harmonicas. A thin man couldn't do that. I couldn't wear all those harmonicas. They'd just slide right off me. Not Popper.
I love 94.
Coming up, Adam Duritz, love sorcerer.
He dated Jennifer Aniston for like a minute and then turned around and got someone else from Friends. Got Courtney Cox. How do you do that?
And hey, why is Woody shooting people?
Woody Boyd, dumb and sweet. Mickey Knox, dumb and homicidal. Similar but different.
Next on I Love 1994, Part D. But first, Andrea's 90210 Lost Diary.
Dear Diary, January 12th, 1994. Sweet. I lost my virginity and I am pregnant. Welcome to Edgeville Population Andrea. Don is really into that tough guy Ray Pruitt, though I liked him better on the Heights. How do you talk to an angel? Apparently in a whisper. Oh, I cracked myself up. I'm out.
Roger. The college radio cut of 94.
Straight out of the OC, lit here with the college radio cut of 94. Cut Your Hair by Pavement. Cut Your Hair, 1994's college radio cut on the low end of the dial.
Gotcha. Roger.
My question is, how did she come to have sex with the dead man?
She thought it was me.
What kind of convenience store do you run here?
Clerks. Kevin Smith is a god. The finest director to ever come out of the Garden State. He's probably the only director to come out of the Garden State.
I was really surprised when Clerks kind of caught on because it always felt like a movie that I made for me and my friends.
What did you like better, Jedi or The Empire Strikes Back?
Empire.
Blasphemy.
The plot of Clerks is basically two dudes hang out, talk about Star Wars, and one guy finds out his girlfriend 37 guys. End of movie.
37?
Holy shit.
37. My girlfriend's 37.
In a row?
You did comedy with 36 other guys? How does that make me feel?
No. I 37 other guys.
Oh.
Hey, try not to any on the way through the parking lot.
Then you have the introduction of Jay and Silent Bob.
Smoking weed, smoking weed.
And you were going to do? We're going to go to that party, we're going to do some
I don't think Jay was acting, by the way. I'm pretty sure he's just that guy.
I'll anything that moves.
But the thing you gotta understand about me is he never wanted to be an actor. I just kind of wrote the role based on who he was when he was about 16 years old.
It'd be a nice place to pull my penis out and talk rude and be obnoxious. What's up, baby? What's up, sluts? Which I still am, but, like, I know what not to say at certain times. Not always, though. Like, I want to pull my penis out right here. Hell, you I hate guys. I love women! What you want, Grizzly Adams?
Trippin'.
I don't care what abdominal exercise you do, ab isolator locks you on target for ultimate results.
Tony Little is like this manic depressive fitness person.
Bring it up!
That's all it takes?
That's all.
You mean Mr. Aorta? I've never seen anybody's, like, vein pop out more when he talks.
Another happy customer!
You want to get hornet tight? He's the fattest, in-shape guru I've ever seen. This guy has these.
All I really see when I look at him is his ponytail. He's all ponytail.
Come on!
It just seems like he's bursting out of his clothes and he sells all this equipment stuff that he's really, really hyped about.
Ab isolator. What is an ab isolator? As far as I'm concerned, you'll never need another abdominal product.
Tony came up with the ab isolator, and the idea is you put your feet like this, so when you're doing crunches, your legs have to stay stable, so you really work on your six-pack right there.
Tips don't work. They don't isolate the abdominal muscles. And look at her legs everywhere. The wrong way.
I tell you, that thing works like a charm.
Bing, 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 bing.
That's how I got so cut.
Perfect exercise technique every time.
Oh, good. Can I take this home? I finally find a mechanism that could be taking a I could be working on my gut at the same time.
I'm a former national bodybuilding champion with a terrible auto accident gave me back injuries. Then I ballooned up to 290 pounds. Now I'm an award-winning certified personal trainer.
Now I have to feel bad for him, too?
He gained a lot of weight, became addicted to painkillers, and was able to turn his life around.
Why do you have to humanize people? Why can't I just objectify them and make fun of them? I'm sorry, Tony Little. I'm sure you're a lovely man. You know he's watching. I hate myself. I'm not making fun of anybody ever again.
I love 94.
I was a huge Counting Crows fan. I was one of those bands that hit me at the right time in my life when I was just an enormous dork.
We could not, as a society, get rid of the Counting Crows. If a bomb would have went off, that song Mr. Jones would still be around.
Mr. Jones and me tell each other fairy tales.
It was the anthem that no one really understood what it meant, but they loved it and thought it applied to them.
I loved that song. What does he say? Mr. Jones and me, something about a flamenco dancer, be like Bob Dylan. I don't know. I loved them, though.
Adam Duritz was this guy that you knew was going to be fat in about 5 more years, like this kind of frat guy.
They had this really bad dreadlocks that kind of like went out like this.
We came from Nashville.
I don't know if they were his or if they belonged to some other woman.
Like a Cheetos. People are still affected by his hair.
For me, the primary question with Counting Crows was, is that singer black or is he Jewish?
He had dreadlocks, so I thought black at first. But then he was kind of a little lame, so I thought there had to be some white in there.
As a black dude, I like him. As a Jewish dude, run of the mill. I've got enough Jews in my life without Adam Duritz.
And the winner is...
Counting Crows, Mr. Jones.
And then they became famous, and he just started going out with these really, really hot chicks.
He dated Jennifer Aniston for like a minute, and then turned around and got someone else from Friends. Got Courtney Cox. How do you do that? He should write a book.
That really pissed me off. It's not right, America. And you bought his record. Shame on all of you. And shame on you, Jennifer.
Oh, snap.
Ricola, 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 Ricola.
Ricola, natural herb cough drops.
Well, Ricola, that's something we can talk about. Cough drops from Scandinavia.
Okay, so you're in the mountains of Switzerland, and there's some guy in his Bundeswehr or whatever he's wearing, and he goes like,
Let me clear my throat.
he coughs, and he's like, oh no, here, have a Ricola. You'll be better now. Okay.
Ricola.
As he blows some flat note on his stupid alpine horn.
Ricola.
I never understood. Were they alerting the townspeople about Ricola in some Swiss valley somewhere? Does it rain throat cubes and that's the warning for like everyone to go in?
Ricola.
Ricola, you know, it's made of natural herbs, by the way. It's better for you because it's from nature, like cow manure. Chomp on that for a while.
Never got what that was. But we're still talking about it, so it worked. You win again, corporate America. Or corporate Sweden, or wherever the you're from.
Ricola, natural herb cough drops from Switzerland.
I love 94.
Coming up, the movie that caused more seizures than a Japanese cartoon.
I have a hard time watching it. I start foaming. I get dizzy spells. I try to swallow my tongue.
Natural-born killers, next on I Love 1994, Part D. But first, Jay and Silent Bob. Guys, we'll go gay for.
Jay and Silent Bob are into his house. Now, we ain't gay, but if we were, these are the guys we go gay for. I'd totally get naked with.
What's the arrow?
Natural-born lover. And Lunchbox over here, he wants to cuddle up a little bit with.
Auntie Orlando.
And I always knew you were in love with those clerks, dudes. Well, I knew it. I see how you looked at him. You went in the back cooler with him. Told me you were just going to use the bathroom. What happened? Came out like this. And those are the guys that we go gay for. This is Jay and Silent Bob, and we're out of here.
Yay!
Part two. Then and now. 94.
Hi everyone, I'm Emma Bunton. Let's take a look at how the world has changed since I tattooed Baby Spice on my bum. I didn't really. Then Lion King paraphernalia reigned. Now Shrek mania is king. Then the British invasion was led by Oasis. Now Coldplay holds the fort. Then Bill Clinton revealed he wears boxers. Now President Clinton reveals he needs bypass. No more cigars, doctor's orders. Want more stuff from back then? Log on to vh1.com and download your favorite 90s ringtones.
Got
Guess you just gotta hold that old shotgun in your hand and it comes clear like it did for me the first time. Man, I'm a natural-born killer.
Natural-born killers was pretty much insane in the membrane. You was just kind of like, this is good, but do you understand this?
Let me just say it right now, okay? Natural Born Killers, it's a movie on so many levels, man. You know?
This is the ultra-violent film. Juliette Lewis and Woody Harrelson going around killing people for 2 hours.
And then people come here and they ask you who done this, you tell them Mickey and Mallory Knox did it, all right?
The thing that's interesting about the film is it jump cuts like every so many seconds. Here's the plot line, all of a sudden, 3 hyenas eating a zebra.
I have a hard time watching it. I start foaming. I get dizzy spells. I try to swallow my tongue.
Woody shaved his head. That was the ultimate antithesis of what was the character he played in Cheers?
Woody Boyd, dumb and sweet. Mickey Knox, dumb and homicidal. Similar but different.
Juliette Lewis was a beautiful, ass-kicking dynamo.
Are you flirting with me?
Mallory Knox made a lot of guys want me to maybe spank them or yell at them.
How sexy am I now? Huh? How sexy am I now?
You know what? You're still really, really sexy.
My favorite part of Natural Born Killers is Rodney Dangerfield playing basically the most disgusting character ever rendered on celluloid.
What are you wearing, a broomstick and a trash bag? Why don't you put some meat on you, huh?
Oh, Rodney Dangerfield, all I kept thinking is I had to jump on his back. He didn't want me to jump on his back, and I'm like a little monkey.
I think the movie had a very simple and direct message. If you molest someone on a regular basis, they may grow up a little bit pissed off.
I love 94.